year-old mother over the weekend in Arizona.
We need a way to communicate with you so that we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
As the FBI takes seriously the ransom notes sent to TV outlets.
The FBI confirmed there were two deadlines in the ransom note. The first one passed at 5 p.m. yesterday. That came with specific demands. If not met, a second deadline kicks in for this Monday. Agents are back out, going door to door in both Nancy's neighborhood and that of her daughter, Annie.
Fox's Alicia Cunha outside the Guthrie home in Tucson. No person of interest has yet been named. Death and destruction at a Shiite mosque in Pakistan bombed during Friday prayers, killing at least 31 people, more than 100 others wounded. A Russian general's been attacked.
Officials say Lieutenant General Vladimir Alexeyev was shot several times by an unidentified assailant. He's a deputy chief of Russian military intelligence. The attack took place at a residential building in Russia's capital, Moscow. Alexeyev is now being treated in the hospital. Several top Russian military officers have been assassinated in attacks that Moscow blames on Ukraine.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. The U.S. and Iran are talking today indirectly in Oman. Negotiators brokered by the foreign minister there following President Trump's threats to attack Iran again last year as he pushes Iran to scale back its nuclear and missile programs. Trump RX is up and running, unveiled last night by the president, touting deals he made with drug makers to let people buy from them directly.
We will pay equal to whatever the lowest price anywhere in the world. That's the price that you're going to be paying.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin.
The site launches with over 40 medications, including asthma inhalers, fertility, and weight loss drugs. Folks can search for the drug name to find the manufacturer that is offering discounts, then either buy on the drug maker's site or use a coupon.
America's listening to Fox News.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Election officials in Georgia are hoping a federal judge orders the Trump administration to return ballots and other documents seized by the FBI. As President Trump continues to claim he won the state in 2020, but fraud took that away from him. Democrats deny that after 3 ballot counts had certified his loss.
Contradicting the director of national intelligence, President Trump says he did not direct Tulsi Gabbard to attend an FBI search on Fulton County, Georgia's election center. But White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the president does support the decision.
Because election security is essential to national security.
Leavitt says federal law requires Gabbard to assess vulnerabilities.
To make sure that American elections are free of foreign interference and that American elections are safe and secure.
An FBI search warrant is focused on the handling of ballots in the 2020 election. President Trump narrowly lost Georgia to former President Biden. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A nightmare in California. A car smashed into a grocery store, killing at least 3 people. 2 of the 4 injured are in critical condition.
A man and a woman were pronounced dead at the scene. They were in the bakery section of a 99 Ranch Market in the Westwood neighborhood of Los Angeles when a 92-year-old woman driving a silver Toyota Prius crashed into the store. Several people were trapped under the car when first responders got there. The store faces a busy intersection. Police say the driver had hit a cyclist about a block away and lost control. Neither she nor the cyclist were badly injured. It's being investigated as an unfortunate accident. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the morning after another big sell-off. The Olympic opening ceremony is hours away in Italy. And Day 3 of the competition at the Winter Games with curling and hockey and figure skating. An American skier, Lindsey Vonn, who won gold in 2010, had a successful training run today ahead of her first race Sunday. Vonn still competing despite a serious knee injury she suffered in a fall last week. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Law enforcement actively investigating after multiple shots fired in Champaign Wednesday in the area of Roland Drive and Comanche Drive in Champaign. New national analysis ranked the Champaign-Urbana Metro as Illinois' hottest real estate market, citing strong home price growth, rising employment, and increased construction activity. Report compared markets nationwide using census and housing finance data. Urbana police investigating after a 14-year-old from Rantoul arrived at Carl Hospital with a gunshot Thursday night. Police say the shooting occurred around 8 o'clock in the 1100 block of Hill Street. The teen's injuries not life-threatening. Local law enforcement reported 9 impaired driving arrests this week. That followed a series of coordinated stops across Champaign County. Officers also seizing drugs and a firearm during this particular operation. Anyone who sees these kind of incidents, you're asked to contact local police. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Good Friday morning on this February 6th. Temperatures again friendly. We've been working that way all week long. And I don't think you're showing a 50 next week, are you? But it might be 40-something, right?
Close to a Tuesday, but, this is not going to be a long-lasting, balmy breeze early spring. More cold air in sight, and we'll talk about it. So, but a little respite expected early next week.
We'll take anything at this point, knowing that the days are getting longer, and heck, we're almost halfway through February at the 6th, right? Real close. No, there's 28 days. Okay.
We're getting close enough. Yeah. Glass is half full. Sure.
Yeah, no, we got a great, entertaining Illinois basketball team. And we go to Michigan State and all kinds of buzz about the kid who's having playing hard versus playing dirty problems. And swung his leg backwards yesterday and hit the guy in the groin. Technical foul.
Jeremy Fears.
But the play before, when he came down out of the basket, accidentally put his elbow on the guy's head. Oh, okay. See, when you get a track record, all of a sudden it's not accidental. Mm-hmm. So I would think it's possible he won't start the game. Disciplinary.
Right.
But the officials got all the antennas up for that guy. Mm-hmm. There's too many instances, so there'll be that. Yeah, you got to watch it a little closer, and then watch after the play on other plays he's involved in. Because another time he raised his legs up to trip people. I mean, man. Anyway, that's tomorrow night at 7. Illinois is up in East Lansing, leaving today for a very big bowl game. As the Fighting Illini are tied now. Michigan won last night by 50. Yeah, Michigan beat Penn State by 50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's like 110 to 69.
There it is, 110-69.
Yeah. It was 73-32. Stevie J would have gotten that game. Man, that would have been fun. Yeah, don't guard me. I won't guard you. What do you think? All right, a deal.
Globetrotters game.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Let us check our weather, brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you can explore some summer side hustle options, maybe a camp counselor or a lifeguard. Plus, the summer camps are getting sign-ups on the 7th. Explore more options at urbanaparks.org.
The Nancy Guthrie has just captivated the country. No suspects. All right, Greg Solier's got the weekend look and beyond. Sir, what say you with weather here this morning?
Well, weather is a little bit messy in some areas off east of us this morning. Had some overnight snowfall that kind of coated less traveled areas, colder surfaces, old snow cover from the Kankakee to Iroquois County, and the back end of that, as you would expect on a west to east warm front, and it is milder back to the west of us already, serving up on its back end. A little bit of freezing mist, a little freezing drizzle, a little freezing snizzle, snowflakes and a little drizzle droplets mixed into that. Most of that radar detectable stuff is off east of us towards Danville, but some of it might still be suspended in the air based on some of the visibilities along and east of I-57. So watch for a couple still localized slick spots, but the radar stuff shuffling off to the east of us as we speak. 29 at Willard and Savoy, 27 at Rantoul, then 36 at Springfield. Nice to be down there yesterday at the Illinois Professional Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers.
Gotta be an acronym for that or something.
There is. It's a long one. I'll just mess it up big time. But there is, yes.
Okay.
44 by the time you hit the Mississippi River, that milder air coming our way. So it's a windy day's worth of weather. 38 the forecast high with, again, a little freezing stuff off to the east, a sprinkle and snowflake this afternoon. Clouds break colder tonight. We're on the western flank of the latest cold air surge for a change with a high 27, but the sun will be out and the breeze much lighter. 17 tomorrow night. We get to 34 and a partly sunny Sunday. Monday up to 43, 49 Tuesday. There may be a little rain or freezing rain in the morning. Rain again later in the day. Touch of freezing rain Wednesday morning at 42. Then we're back in the 30s for highs. Still not bad. All things considered next Thursday and Friday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
February 6th, Friday morning. Good morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Happy birthday to my brother, Michael Ducey.
Mike Ducey. How about that?
Birthday today. Sharing it with Ronald Reagan.
All right.
And Babe Ruth, for that matter.
Babe Ruth, Ronald Reagan, and Mike Ducey.
There we go.
It's a good match. Okay, so what's going on with the Guthries? Savannah Guthrie, who's the longtime host for the Today Show on NBC, her mother was kidnapped. And based on the press conference, they don't know much.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, it's in Tucson, Arizona. There's a lot of cacti. And, the yards are dirt and stuff like that. And it's just kind of spread out. The homes are not nearby. They're not like, you go to a neighborhood and it's like 20 more feet and we're at another door to trick or treat. Nothing like that. It's just got a lot of foliage, and the camera had not been up to date on subscriptions. So whatever image that they do think appeared was not saved because they didn't pay a subscription. So that, I believe, was a Ring doorbell.
Okay.
And so they don't have that. They know that her pacemaker lost connection.
Like around 2 a.m. or something.
With her pacemaker. Mm-hmm. But apparently there's 41-minute gap. So was it a burglary gone bad? Were you in the house for 41 minutes? Is this somebody she knew?
They dropped her off on Saturday night.
9:30.
That was garage door up kind of a scene, wasn't it?
Yep,
so
garage door up, garage door down. The son-in-law took her home and watched the garage door go down. And, it just, sadly, abductions happen every single day in America, usually not to an 84-year-old of a celebrity. Mm-hmm. That's why it's captured, so much attention. You see this picture of this woman, and he said, how could any human do that to an 84-year-old woman who's old and not particularly healthy? She's okay, but she had a lot of, a particular medicine she needs. How are they accommodating that? I mean, is she alive? Probably, likelihood, maybe not. And so the brother came out yesterday and appealed.
Speaking for the Guthrie family, whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
Well, how do they do that, though? I wouldn't know how to contact the Guthries.
I don't know.
So maybe they'll go back to the TMZ connection or whatever. It was somebody in Tucson took it to a TV station, connected with TMZ. I'm not clear on that. So, you're asking for them to contact you. Well, you know that everybody, including the FBI, will hear that too, or any kind of. And how sophisticated is it that the founder of TMZ said that the letter was well constructed and well thought out?
Okay.
There was a deadline 5 o'clock last night, and there's another deadline Monday. But you have to see that she's living. You don't pay a ransom unless you talk to her, and even then, these days, you're not sure if it's an AI voice. You kind of need to see a video. And again, she's 84, and she's got a pacemaker, and she has to have this medicine every day.
Right.
How'd they get the medicine? And if you have a situation where she is truly being held, you're going to have multiple people involved, one to scurry around to go to the TV station and the other to watch her. Because you got to watch her. But anyway, it's just horrific.
Right. And horrific. To see how it's just affected the Guthrie family. Cameron looked just so beat down. And, of course, Savannah, especially since we know her as a TV celebrity with all the makeup and things like that. And Well, we've been praying for 6 days now.
Yeah, I know. It's good for all of us to pray, and whatever situations you're in, you pray. And this one is heartbreaking. Again, it's the age of the woman that really gets you.
Mm-hmm.
And children, too. I mean, kids and adults, it's kids and older people, I think, really get us more.
Mm-hmm.
But bad stuff. 217-359-2255 is the number to check in if you have any thoughts on the Fisher National Bank text line. Sports headlines at 7:15.
Olympic ceremonies opening up. I was just looking into the flag bearers, being Aaron Jackson, the long track speed skater, and Frank DeDuca, a bobsledder, will be represented for America. We've already got women's hockey out of the gate and winning 5-1 over Czechia. It's Czechia.
I think Czechia was the country in Air Force One movie with Harrison Ford.
I see.
They're from Chechnya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lindsey Vonn saying, I have not deviated from my plan. I'm going to do this. So, wow, at the age of 41, looking forward to seeing her compete.
But she has a torn
ACL.
Torn ACL, which hurts.
Yes.
So what do? You must take something.
Right.
You can't play with sharp pain.
And
can't ski.
Bandage it up and things like that.
I think you shoot it with whatever and you bandage the heck out of it. And then she goes down and deals with it later, I guess.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's another trending story we're watching. If you want to watch the Olympics, again, opening ceremony tonight. We also have some basketball to talk about. NCAA, you touched on number 2, Michigan, really pounding Penn State, 110-69. Ohio State over Maryland, 82-62. Our Illini, number 5, taking on number 10 at Michigan State, who's lost 2 in a row. And we've won 12 in a row. Oh. The scrappy playing of Jeremy Fears Jr. has definitely been a trending story.
That's one way to describe it. Scrappy.
Saturday games that you could enjoy. Number 9, Nebraska at Rutgers, 11 a.m. on BTN. Wisconsin's at Indiana on Fox. Oregon at number 12, Purdue on CBS. The women are in action for the Pink Out Play for K-Day. Sunday at noon at the State Farm Center, and we're shooting for a sellout. Only $5. I know that Hope Whitman had reached out to area basketball teams and women's basketball, girls basketball, since it's Women and Girls in Sports Day also. A salute. It should be a very festive atmosphere at noon as we play USC. Illinois softball in action down in Baton Rouge against Lamar at 10 a.m. And didn't Nathaniel go to Lamar
for he did.
A little while playing golf?
Yep.
Toronto over the Bulls 123-107, thinking about not giving Bulls scores because I always included Io in that. And now he's on the Minnesota Timberwolves roster.
Yeah. Now we don't care about the Bulls again. So, yeah, well, Terrence Shannon's up there. So,
okay.
He's been hurt, but I think,
Okay.
Io and Terrence.
NFL, of course, the Super Bowl's on Sunday. Matthew Stafford, LA Rams quarterback with the MVP at the age of 37, announcing when he received his award yesterday that he'll be back next season.
He looked spry. He looked really good this year. So I think he's the oldest guy to win it for the first time at 38, 39. Yeah, Matthew Stafford coming back.
37.
Good news. All right, we check your weather. Here's meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Clipper system intensifying on its move through the Southern Lakes region, carrying with it a little bit of snow and mixed freezing rain this morning off to our east and southeast. Maybe a few snow sprinkles and some areas of freezing drizzle still this morning in a few spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, windy days worth of weather at 38. Maybe a sprinkle and snowflake late this afternoon. That west-northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Clouds break tonight. Diminishing wind and colder at 10 above and around mostly sunny, colder 27 in the afternoon, but a much lighter east-southeast wind for the afternoon expected. Increasing clouds 17 tomorrow night, partly sunny, seasonal, and 34 for the day on Sunday on a southeast wind. Monday, partly sunny, milder up to 43 there. Maybe a little rain, perhaps even starting off with a touch of freezing rain Tuesday morning, and again Wednesday morning. Temperatures up close to 50 on Tuesday, 42 on Wednesday. Some chillier air, but more seasonal temperatures Thursday and Friday. A little bit of sunshine returning, 36 on Thursday, lower 30s next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has fostered deep customer relationships and vibrant communities. embodying a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures turning higher with Wall Street hoping for a happy ending after a volatile week. Investors have been weighing worries over the scale of artificial intelligence spending. G-maker Stellantis announcing a $26 billion hit after slower take-up of electric vehicles than it expected. Around two-thirds of the costs are for canceled vehicle platforms and products. Those charges are the largest yet reported by automakers, including Ford and GM, related to bad EV bets. Toyota's chief executive stepping down after a relatively short term in office that was hit by President Trump's tariffs. The company reporting a 43% drop in quarterly profit. 57-year-old chief financial officer Kenta Khan will be promoted to CEO. That's effective April 1st. That is your Fox Business Report. I'm Angelo Bavaro, invested in you.
I'm Benjamin Hall, Fox News senior correspondent and New York Times best-selling author, and I'm searching for heroes. Every Monday, I'll speak with a few silent but noteworthy heroes, everyday people who illuminate stories of compassion and are true embodiments of heroism. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast, Searching for Heroes with Benjamin Hall, wherever you download podcasts, and please leave a rating and a review.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T&Cs apply.
Let your local Farmers Insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
I guess some Illinois laws have come into effect as of the first of the year, or maybe this one came down just a day or two ago, about needing some sort of permit. If you have a little fire pit outside,
yes,
you can buy these little circular things that are easy to put a log in there that's already pre-lit for you, kind of thing. And I guess you have to apply now.
Bill number 4459, Stevie. I was taking note because I'm a big backyard bonfire kind of gal and campfires when I was young as a scout. And I'm just, what are we doing? I guess some of the money would then go to firefighter fund in the state of Illinois.
Why don't we do that on like those little lighters? Let's tax those and tax matches and tax it all more. Anyway, there's no end to the ideas you can come up. So apparently it's a $110 fine if you don't have a permit now.
I see.
$110? That's just nuts.
Wow.
Illinois statewide plastic bag tax imposed on by Democrats. Fines up to $1,000 for violations on plastic bags. HB 5112, the carry-out bag tax. Shoppers in Illinois will be charged up to $0.25 per plastic bag.
Wow.
Fines of up to $1,000 would be attached to the bill. Chicago area state rep Laura Favor Diaz, Democrat of course, proposing a program that will charge shoppers a fee for carry-out bags or require retail stores and grocery stores to charge customers. The money from the bag tax will be sent to Springfield, of course, collected by the Illinois Department of Revenue and spent on illegal immigrants. No, I just added that one. Bag fee schedule, 10 cents per carry-out starting next January 1st. When we get to 30/30, it's a quarter a bag. So obviously we'll go get the oldie bags and just do oldie bags.
That's right.
I mean, we're kind of used to that. I like the plastic bags for dog poop.
Okay.
Because there's that.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do about that? Pay
That's
a quarter
right.
bag? I mean, what do they? When you get the little round rolls of doggy bags, you have the little package that's on your leash. It sits there. You pull it out. You dispose of it responsibly. Is there going to be a quarter a bag on that one? Okay.
This is the first time hearing this.
Well, yeah, you know what though? If your dog walks around, goes to the bathroom in your yard, it's a warning. But in Champaign, I believe the rule is if you poop in my yard and don't pick it up after you've been caught before, it's $500.
Oh, wow.
And I remember a long time ago, it was dark and our dog was barking. I kind of opened the front door and the dog was taking a big dump. It was dark. I really couldn't identify. But the people actually ran. They ran. It was a poop and run. It's terrible.
Oh, my goodness.
Who does that? Sometimes I understand you run outside, dog goes to the bathroom, and you don't have that little bag with you. I've gone home, get a bag, and I go back.
Right.
Because I don't want anybody doing that to me.
I know.
Anyway, it's...
I had a neighbor who used to walk the dog with a spade, and then she'd pick it up, and then she'd put it under a tree or bush.
I don't want fertilizer. I want you to dispose of your dog's waste.
She did take the U of I Master Gardener class, so she probably did know the fertilizer benefits.
But I
Stevie.
didn't ask for that. You can't do that. Can I just come and put corn kernels under your tree because the squirrels want them?
I don't know.
What the hell? Let me feed your wildlife.
I just let it go. There's certain things in life you just gotta whatever.
Well, I think it's just inconsiderate, particularly walking your dog. There was somebody in our neighborhood that had some sort of microphone set up. They didn't want the urine in the yard either. So I thought they had a lot of nitrates or whatever it has to make the grass grow a little better. Anyway, it's now new law about the plastic bags as of January 1st of 2027. It's a dime each. Nobody's going to take. That's fine. It just plastic bags fly around. It's probably not very good and all that. I don't care. I just get the oldie bag. You pay 95 cents and you had a bag for a long time.
Well, with my daughter having my first grandson on December 14th, she had ordered groceries and wanted me to do pickup. And there was so many bags. There was like 2 items in each bag. And I'm like, this is ridiculous when I was trying to help her out and carrying them in.
Usually you can take like 10 bags, though. I mean, it's not like a lot of trips. They're just like you got the oranges in one bag and you got...
And the eggs were a bag on their own, but still, I even put other light things, the grated cheese and things like that, in with the eggs. But whatever.
Well, again, it could ask your son Aiden about bagging groceries because he's the PhD, but you don't want to overload him too. You don't want to overload them.
Yes, that's right.
So I do notice that if we have pickups like that, there are very few in a bag. Just for the fact that they don't want to overweight them, and you sure don't want them to break.
Sure.
Anyway, I've noticed the mini bags, but I just carry like 5 in each because they're light.
But you're right. To keep them by the door for the dog walks is probably a common thing.
Well, it's a use of a plastic bag. But we use plastic bags a lot, but again, yeah, whatever you're going to tax me on.
Right.
All right, break for the news. Got Brother Johnny, a lot of clips here to play. Stand by for that. I do have some Matt Stafford, some very nice words to his wife. And he had his 4 daughters, lovely young ladies, on the stage with him. And he goes to the sideline for every game and gets on a knee and hugs them all. And
I love that.
Kisses his wife. And Drew Brees, he did that when he broke one of the NFL long-standing records. He went to the sidelines, and during the middle of the hype in the Superdome, everybody's screaming. He said, "You guys can accomplish anything you want." I mean, he's teaching already.
Nice.
Drew Brees, who played ball at Purdue, was one of my all-time favorite quarterbacks, who's going to the Hall of Fame, is apparently the word there, too.
Okay.
But he's one of the all-time greats. I miss him so bad, and so do the Saints, who are now not very good anymore. They have such a run, won a Super Bowl and everything else. All right, the news is next. We'll be right back. It is Friday, February 6th. You're always welcome in at 217-359-2255, Fisher National Bank text line. All right, Brother Johnny next.
Hi, this is Kevin Rogers, president of the Philo Exchange Bank. Our bank's been through the ups and downs of the local agricultural community since 1883. With over 147 years of combined lending experience, let our local ag lenders work with you and help your farming operations succeed. Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
PDR Automotive in Urbana has been providing quality auto repair service for almost 50 years. Trusted by AAA Motor Club, PDR employs ASE certified technicians that use the latest in diagnostic equipment. They offer nationwide warranties and are even authorized to perform vehicle maintenance that won't void your factory warranty. Check them out 24/7 online at pdrauto.com. When you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. It's been 6 days since the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie went missing. Nancy Guthrie's son, Cameron, on Savannah's Instagram with a plea to the alleged kidnappers.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly.
We are learning more about the critical timeline.
At 1:47 Sunday morning, her doorbell camera disconnects. At 2:12, the sheriff says software detects a person on its camera. 16 minutes later, Nancy's pacemaker app disconnects from the phone. At 11:56 that morning, the family checks in on her after she didn't show up for church.
Fox's Lisa Acuna in Tucson. 11 people arrested last night in front of the Graduate by Hilton Minneapolis hotel during an ice out protest. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois Senate Local Government Committee unanimously approved a plan Wednesday to allow volunteer fire departments to receive state grant funding. Many nonprofit fire departments in central and southern Illinois currently unable to receive grant funding for equipment and building upgrades since the state only provides grants to municipal fire departments. University of Illinois students unveiled a new app designed to help classmates build connections on campus. Project aims to reduce isolation by matching students with shared interest and study habits. Art Mart, a local cafe, bakery, deli, and artisan goods gift shop celebrating its 10th anniversary in its current location at 1705 South Prospect Avenue, Champaign. Their goal to give back to the community. The store is donating 10% of their February 5th sales to CU Special Recreation. It's a cooperative agreement with the Champaign and Urbana Park districts and provides therapeutic, recreation, and leisure opportunities for kids and adults with disabilities. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Our weather brought to you by Carl.
Life is unexpected when it comes to your health, and Carl has everything from convenient care to advanced diagnostics. You can count on Carl and learn more at carl.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Clipper system intensifying on its move through the southern lakes region, carrying with it a little bit of snow and mixed freezing rain this morning off to our east and southeast. Maybe a few snow sprinkles and some areas of freezing drizzle still this morning in a few spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, windy day's worth of weather at 38. Maybe a sprinkle and snowflake late this afternoon. That west-northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Clouds break tonight, diminishing wind and colder at 10 above and around mostly sunny, colder 27 in the afternoon, but a much lighter east-southeast wind for the afternoon expected. Increasing clouds 17 tomorrow night, partly sunny, seasonal, and 34 for the day on Sunday on a southeast wind. Monday, partly sunny, milder up to 43 there. Maybe a little rain, perhaps even starting off with a touch of freezing rain Tuesday morning, and again Wednesday morning. Temperatures up close to 50 on Tuesday, 42 on Wednesday. Some chillier air, but more seasonal temperatures Thursday and Friday. A little bit of sunshine returning, 36 on Thursday, lower 30s next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
I will take it, sir. I will take it absolutely because it's been brutally cold up here for a great deal of January. So to have 40s and maybe even near 50, yeah. Put me down. Put me down for that one.
Me too.
Here we go. It's Friday morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Brother Johnny down in New Orleans where the temperature must be in the, 60s maybe?
Oh, it'll be 71 today, but
nice.
It's been cool. It's been cool. There's some complaining, you know.
Sure.
So, but I mean, it'll get to 35, and it's just like they can't adapt. But it's been beautiful, actually. But no, It's cool. As long as it's clear and sunny, Steve, even in the center of the universe, I like it. I just don't like that wet cloudiness.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Pensacola right now, Johnny. I've got a trip on Super Bowl Sunday heading out and coming back on Thursday, but looks like I've got upper 60s, lower 70s coming into my trip. So
That'll be
looking
nice.
forward to
That'll
that
be
with
nice.
Jennifer Silver.
You won't see any.
All right.
Won't see
That's
any.
great.
Won't see any ice and snow down there. Mm-hmm. Matt Stafford is your NFL MVP, the oldest guy to ever win it for the first time at 37 years old. He's also coming back to play for the Rams, which is a big deal. He said some nice things, including about his wife and kids.
I want to start saying thank you. I'm so humbled to be here tonight in front of so many great people, great players, coaches that make this league so special. Just to be in the same breath as you guys is an amazing feeling for me. And she's my rock. I want to let you know the sacrifices. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you very much. And to my 4 beautiful daughters, who I'm lucky enough to be sharing the stage with, give it up for them, huh? Chandler, Sawyer, Hunter, Tyler. I'm so happy to be able to teach the blessings and those lessons of this game to you guys, through you guys. You're unbelievable cheerleaders for me. I appreciate it. I am so happy to have you at the games on the sideline with me, and I can't wait for you to cheer me on next year when we're out there kicking ass. And
yeah, well, maybe he needs to be traded to the Saints.
Yeah, we'll take him. It's yes, 4 daughters. That's MVP right there, man. That's not easy.
All right, Donald Trump was at the National 74th prayer breakfast. Donald Trump.
To be a great nation, however, you have to have faith, you have to have God. Prayers strengthen, prayers heal, prayer empowers, and prayer saves. Quite simply, prayer is America's superpower. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God.
How about that? One nation under God, Johnny.
Well, yes, and he is so endearing because it was a bipartisan event, and he mentioned he just didn't know how anyone of faith could vote Democrat. But anyway,
okay.
that's our boy. But he and I do wonder how Fetterman and Harold Ford Jr., great guys, come to terms with what these leaders are doing and keep supporting them, because they haven't been able to get them out. I think they're just kind of hoping it'll fade away. But boy, with some of the things they've promoted, and I'm talking about the leadership more than anything. And actually, Democrats are not happy with their leadership.
Well, I mean, but the Democrat, to me, when I think Democrat, for me, it's more like Joe Manchin. Now, this is Harold Ford Jr. I mean, those are people that you can respect a lot and listen and talk about stuff and compromise on whatever you need to do. But when you're talking about the people that aren't Democrats, they're called progressives and radicals, in my opinion, that not only do you have to, appreciate what they do, you have to endorse it and campaign with them to accept whatever they tell you. That's crazy.
Well, and their results have been terrible. And a lot of people just see what's going on today. So Trump was sworn in, hey, prices are still high. Well, give them more than a week. And I think things are going to come down. But the actions that the Congress took last year, particularly bad impact, was open borders. That's a terrible idea. And they just said, no, we're going to do it. And then, of course, when we were like, we being the general public, man, you got to stop this. They said, it's totally secure. We got it under control. This is not good. That's just not good. So that's where, and Fetterman and Ford seem not honest, and that's what bothers me. So, well, what about that? They're just lying to us right in front of you. But Bobby Kennedy, I always liked, the Democrat, the classic Democrat, and because I thought he was honest, relatively honest in that industry. And I think RFK is too. He's doing what he believes is right. He's got some good points. So I like people with integrity and character, not people who just latch onto a cause. They do show a lot of persistence, passion, and energy, but boy, it's hurting us.
I think when you said integrity, and you have a president that many will say is the devil, And he went to Epstein Island and did all those bad things, and rape and all the things they.
And there again, that's coming from the people who've been lying through their teeth openly for at least 10 years about everything, especially where Trump's concerned. And so I don't pay any attention to that. Trump isn't perfect, but what I see is the things that he's getting done should help, and he's trying to help. You know what I mean? The intent is to help Americans. That's the intent. And I don't know what more you can do. To open the border hurts Americans. And then when we say, look at some of these people, we've got to get them out, they don't want to help us get them out. So then it gets ugly. And they say, look what he's doing. No, you're doing that too. You won't even help get the criminals.
Yeah.
You're just, from the progressives, by all accounts, are not good for us. They're just not. I can't think of one saving grace. Sorry.
For the progressive, not necessarily the Democrat. Yeah, right.
The Democrats' problem is they can't get rid of them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so a guy named Sweeney is in New York City talking about, he said, I'm an independent, didn't vote for Donald Trump, but I'm talking about the 10 accomplishments I've seen. See if this is accurate.
All right, good morning. I am Sweeney. I'm coming to you live from an icy cold day here in Soho. I'm at Princeton Broadway at about 6 a.m. And I want to come on here and give you my take in 60 seconds or less, which is to track the top 10 accomplishments of Trump's first year in office. Before I do so, I want to remind you guys that I'm an independent. I did not vote for Trump in either of the elections. I wrote in an independent candidate. And so what I'm about to say comes with a level of neutrality and objectivity. It's the facts and the facts alone. So let's walk through them together, all right? In 2025, the U.S. stock market saw over 50 all-time highs. In the last quarter of last year, we saw over 4% growth. In the first quarter of this year, we might see over 6% growth, all right? The U.S., the EU, the U.K., the Japanese, the Korean stock markets, virtually every international stock market right now is absolutely booming. In the last 12 months alone, the U.S. has obtained close to $20 trillion in investments. Micron in upstate New York just broke ground on a $100 billion microchip plant to stay ahead of China in the most important race of our lifetime, the AI race. Our tariff wars are absolutely undeniably working. Our international trade deals are being re-examined, vetted, and stricken if they are not helping out American workers, okay? Globalism, writ large, is finally being re-examined. And Davos just finished. The most important quote that came out of it came from Howard Lutnick, who said this: why would the EU commit to having zero carbon emissions by 2030 when they don't make a single battery? And what does that mean? That means it's okay to have international trade deals. But if you are relying on one of your biggest adversaries in China for your energy, that is suicidal. And finally, midterms are coming up, and you've got factions on the left that are going to try to convince you to impeach Trump because of ICE doing its constitutionally mandated job. And I find this ironic because ICE is deporting illegal immigrants. And illegal immigration hurts one demographic more than any other by statistics alone. That's persons of color. If this all does not demonstrate the true power of American propaganda, I don't know what does.
Accurate?
Well, it sounds like he had it pretty close from what I've seen. There's a lot more. No tax on tips.
Yeah.
So
no, not in Illinois.
There's oh yeah.
Yeah, they blocked that. So Illinois, California, a bunch of blue states, you can't, at least on the state level, can't take credit for that. So
that's interesting.
Ridiculous.
Well, there you go.
You go. Who are you hurting there? The waitress.
Well,
nice.
Yeah, no, exactly. The point was to try to make things more affordable. Crazy. Now they're screaming that things aren't affordable.
Yeah.
Well, when you take all their money, they're not going to be affordable.
Crazy.
So I don't know who that guy is, but he was thinking of a really big picture there. But I agree with what he's saying. And again, the effort is to make America stronger because I'm on the side of when America's strong, the rest of the world does better.
Yes.
And so we're just a positive influence, unlike what you've heard the last 10 or 15 years from the progressives. They want us to be weak and turn it over to the UN or some body like that. And so it's a battle. And they have a lot of noise, and it looks like there's a lot more people. They run these polls, and I don't trust them. I think of the Iowa poll. Trump was going to get beat by what, 11, and he won by 8 or something.
Yeah, right.
And that was the day before. So
that's right.
I think he's doing a good job as president. You know, I think he he could be he seems softer, but you know what? He's probably the same old Trump. But I'm glad he's in charge instead of Kamala Harris.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you that.
All right, you brought it up. Sorry. Kamala Harris speaking. I want everybody to tell me exactly where she's going with all this.
This video, brand new video, that I think you've got to see, and maybe you're smarter than I and can fill me in on what she's talking about. And do me a favor, make sure you're following.
So I was willing to give up whatever might be the tracking of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
That's the consumer behavior.
And that's right, but here's the thing.
Wasn't it the Grammys, by the way? The Oscars are still coming up. She said the Oscars.
You're right.
Yeah, anyway.
Here's the thing.
At what point do we also uplift and highlight the consumer's right to also expect, and you can debate with me if it should be a right, I think it should, to expect that the innovation would also be weighted in terms of solving their everyday problems, which are beyond my craving for Doritos.
What?
But about whatever, and I know the work is happening around, the scientific discoveries, for example, to cure long-standing diseases. But I'm going to throw out another one. And you all, again, please get back to me any information you have. I would love it if there would be an investment of resources in solving the affordable housing issue in America. Like, help me with that.
Okay, Johnny, go ahead.
No, I mean, it actually sounds a lot like me at 1:30 in the morning at Daly's Bar. But I have no idea what she's talking about. I got to tell you, it's going to be Newsom, whether you like him or not. So Carville says JB has a shot, and he does. But I think that's it. I don't know if I see anyone coming along.
What JB has a chance, JB Pritzker has a chance because of the money?
Well, he's actually articulate, and he's smart. So, and as bad as maybe you might rate him if you're a Politico, he's done better than California. Jiminy Christmas! I mean, we're going the wrong way. I don't like a lot of the policies they've come up with for Illinois. I like canceling no tax on tips, and I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
But California's a wreck, Steve.
Yeah,
it's an absolute wreck.
JB also put in if you light a little fire in your backyard in a little circular metal can that you buy, and people can put a little there and have a marshmallow. It's $5 now, licensing fee, and $110 fine if you don't apply.
You got to get an open fire permit.
There's that.
Bill number 4459.
Well, no, it's not. That's the blue state thing, and it's a little. Well, don't forget, JB's pushing the more progressive side. I just don't know if he's. I don't know if he's just running and doing his part of the debate, but Newsom's trying to go towards the middle, and I don't think he would get in ahead of Newsom. Newsom's the central casting guy.
No, he looks the part. He's handsome.
Also, he should get in. If they do swear him in, they should swear him in on the Bible, and I think he'll let them do that. But they should also give him an Oscar. If he wins this, he should get an Oscar.
Yeah. No, a lot of acting there.
My AI search on candidates for 2028 says Kamala Harris and J.D. Vance and Newsom, just like we mentioned.
Harris? Really?
Yeah, right. And
but you've got to remember, Diane.
AOC?
Kamala. Well, AOC. Just,
no, she'll be old enough, but barely, but she'll be old enough.
Marco Rubio's on the list. J.B. Pritzker.
We're talking
Donald Trump Jr.
Kamala never made it to a primary. She couldn't get up over 1% when she was left to campaign, which we never saw anything but, okay, you're running for president.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's not the same thing as earning it, right?
Right.
She's got to go through the primary and earn votes. She showed she can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tucker Carlson has made the list.
Tucker Carlson.
Of potentials. Okay. Governor Josh Shapiro also.
I think at this moment, Josh Shapiro, Pennsylvania Democrat, but I think it's probably J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio kind of thing. I think it goes to the top. And Ron DeSantis in Florida.
I think you're right for the Republicans. Actually, Shapiro would be a real force to be reckoned with. He's not going to get through the primary. They'll shout him out. The progressives won't let him win.
And the same for Rahm Emanuel, who our friend Ed Martin likes. Yeah. You won't get to.
That's the problem. The Democrats.
Can you
can't
imagine?
break through
20 years ago, we'd say Rahm Emanuel isn't liberal enough. Wow, it's nuts.
Jeez,
All right, here when we get to the Illinois section here, Brother Johnny, New Orleans, ESPN 93.5. It's 7:49. John Rothstein is a nationally recognized sports guru, and the Illini are all over national news.
Now, the thing that makes this team such a difficult team to match up with is the fact that the Illini can get great shooting and great offense from all 5 spots on the floor. Obviously, Keaton Wagler, who has been pretty much at the vernacular of the sport the last couple of weeks, especially after his 46-point performance at Mackey Arena against Purdue a couple of weeks ago. He has been electric. He's playing like a first-team All-American. He's playing like the Big Ten Player of the Year. But beyond that, there are pieces around him that cannot allow you to double team and can go over the top of the defense. Last night, David Mirkovic, Ben Humrickhouse, and Zvonimir Ivasic, 3 front court players for this team, guys who play up front, all made a minimum of 3 threes in the game. That is unheard of when you're talking about a front court that can go over the top of the defense. Jake Davis, who has filled in for Kai Boswell since Kai Boswell went out with a hand injury, has emerged as one of the top glue guys in college basketball. And again, you think about where this program has been under Brad Underwood. 2021, Big Ten tournament title, 1 seed in the NCAA tournament in the bubble, came up short against Loyola Chicago in the round of 32. 2022, very high seed again in the NCAA tournament, won a share of the Big Ten regular season title, lose to Houston. 2023, lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament to Arkansas. 2024, Elite 8 loss to the UConn team in Boston that won a national championship, and then last year lost to Kentucky in the round of 32. So if we're looking at things over the last half decade, Illinois has been in position multiple times to make deep runs in the NCAA tournament. Illinois went to the Elite 8, as I mentioned, in 2024, but this team now is playing like a team that is going to be firmly in the mix for a 1 seed in the NCAA.
That'd be big. A 1 would be huge.
I like just listening and hearing it, but it doesn't. He's not going to shoot, that guy. So it's up to us.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they're a really good team. Okay, I'm not even critiquing Steve. I'm troubleshooting. Okay.
All right.
I don't want to fall in love with the 3. If you can shoot 45%, okay, you get my permission. But and I'll tell you why. It's better than that. They're rebounding a huge percentage of the missed threes, and that's been something they've developed an ability to do. And it's 5 athletes. It's not just 5 pieces, as he said. Mm-hmm. And those guys can get that ball. So now, if you're talking, I call it loss of possession misses. On the non-loss of possession misses, we're probably at 60%
wow.
from 3.
Oh boy!
I mean, you have to go through the whole game and find out where that happened, and so it's quite a machine. I would like to see when they leave the middle wide open, which does allow driving. I would like to see when they're boxing Wagler or whoever's out front, someone come up to the free throw line like the old days every now and then, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And work from the middle, because we leave it wide open the whole time, and that's where we're getting all the threes. But, yeah, I'm just troubleshooting. I don't know what to say.
12 in a row. They're ranked 5th now in the nation. They go to Michigan State tomorrow night. Tom Izzo after the game, when Jeremy Fears kicked a guy in the groin, going backwards with his foot after he was pushed. But Tom Izzo.
Yes, I do worry about that. But I've talked to those officials. I thought did a very good job of making sure that was going to have no play in it. 2 of those guys were very veteran officials, and that had nothing to do with it. I'd like to know if he hit somebody when he killed. I thought he got pushed, and
the video shows his leg going up and hitting him. It does
hit him in the groin.
Then he deserved it. Then that was a good call. I didn't see that.
Well, the play before he came down. Oh, his elbow happened to hit the guy near the face. That guy crumbled off. The guy, Grayson Allen was playing for Duke a couple of years ago and known kind of as a dirty player. Jeremy Fears he's a pro. He's going to be a pro if he can get this under control. But clearly in the Michigan game and on the Minnesota game, there are plays there that are not basketball plays, and they're ejectable and suspendable as far as I'm concerned. You just can't. Tripping people, you can't do that, John. You can't. And I know the officials, and Tom had said, well, he won't do it if I don't play him. And I'm saying, well, you ought to suspend him, Coach. But we'll see. He probably won't start against Illinois, but the crowd will go bazooka when he comes in at the 4-minute mark. He'll be on 4 minutes.
He is a good coach, and he hasn't bit anybody like Dan Ainge, has he yet?
Danny Ainge bit somebody? I forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's a jungle out there, man.
No, I know.
So, no, I guess I'd say that's just not a relevant part of the game, other than watch your back, and they just got to play through it. They can't. Our guys can't worry about that. But that's going to be a good game. And is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We leave today for the game tomorrow night, East Lansing. It's like, okay, they've lost 2 in a row. We're obviously going to get their best shot. I just hope that it stays nice and clean, play as hard as you want, but do it with the basketball way. And let's see what happens. We got a really good team. They're going to be up against the wall. They'll play like crazy, and they're very good. They're athletic. And Jeremy Fears is very, very good. So we will see. But that's obviously a march toward the Big Ten championship. It'd be a big win for us. We get
that's a huge win.
We do get Michigan at home. And presumably, if you both lose 2 games and you're tied, you'd win that. I think with the tiebreaker, but maybe not. I don't know how.
No, not with Michigan. They get it. They actually get a couple games, ante. Just so we're probably 2 games back because they just get 2 because no, don't get me started. But
I'm salty about the 16-4 COVID year when Michigan was 14-3 and the banner went to Michigan.
Right.
Well, and that I will say this: Jawan Howard should have given Illinois that banner. He didn't win the Big Ten, and he knows it. And then Bob Knight would have given it to us. I guarantee you. Say all these bad things. We didn't win that championship. They lost to us head on. That's the real killer.
Well, we beat them by a lot without Iowa. We beat them by 20, 30 points at Michigan, and they couldn't play because of COVID. 14-3 percentage-wise is 2 or 3 points better than 16-4.
They got sick. But when did that? Well, I mean, we should get victories back because we didn't play that well.
Yeah.
Well, we played, but it wasn't that well, so that doesn't count. Okay. Illinois said they had a bad game. I mean, what are they doing? By the way, let's get back on Illinois. Have we heard anything about Kylan Boswell? Because
I had the stitches out last Tuesday, and he's working, obviously getting back into the basketball shape, and he can do cardiovascular and work with his left hand all the time. But, I'm here. I think I would guess he'd be here for the February 27 Michigan game, and that would be very helpful.
Well,
I think his defense is shut down.
Once they try to stop Wagler, how are they going to stop Boswell? Because they're so good now penetrating. Yeah. And you could also put maybe Boswell just defensively in on this guy Michigan State you're raving about with his cast on. See how he does with that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We also wonder how Lindsey Vaughn's going to do it in the Olympics. She said she's going to plan on doing her downhill skiing events, even though she's got a torn ACL.
That's got to hurt.
I know.
Whoa, man.
Right. Hey, the Olympics opening up today.
Are you?
Oh, it's today. Wow. Okay.
Are you watching Super Bowl?
Right.
Sunday.
I don't know. I needed an excuse because I'm going to be on the road. Matthew doesn't watch it, so I don't think I'll watch it. And Bad Bunny Rabbit, what's his name? He gave me a good excuse.
That's right.
So I don't think
anti-ICE, anti-Trump. Why would the NFL do that? Why? What do you think?
Well, they didn't do it, but they should have said we're not going to bring politics. If you can't stand ICE, that's okay. But what are you bringing it up right before you're? It does affect the game. It affects a lot of viewers, and it was just stupid. And I would have pulled him. But
but the NFL booked it. They got the guy.
Yeah, I know they booked it, but they could cancel and say, "Hey, we're not doing politics anymore."
Yeah.
And get. I would have sung. We could sung. Me and Diane, and you could have done something.
I will probably watch to see if he comes out in a dress and in Spanish says all kinds of nasty things
about ICE. Well, and that would be the other thing. So I think that's a real distraction. And NFL's done a good job of being a unifying force. And why do you?
No
idea. It's a free country. You're also free to let us have a day without fighting. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
And so I don't, and I'm not. There's always going to be a guy like Bunny Rabbit, but the NFL shouldn't let it happen, and it's good all.
There is an alternative show, Johnny, in case you want to see Kid Rock and Brantley Gilbert and Lee Bryce.
Stream that
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just to bump their ratings.
Right, there you go. Johnny, thank you. We appreciate being on. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much.
Wait, what time's the game tomorrow?
7 p.m. 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We have Dick Piner's 97th party tomorrow.
Oh, God bless Dick Piner. You're
right.
Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it. This is WSJK Tuscola Champaign-Urbana. You're home for the St. Louis Cardinals at 8 o'clock.
One ransom note deadline has passed. Another looms Monday. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News. As the search for Nancy Guthrie continues in Arizona, her son Cameron put out another video message on social media to whoever kidnapped the 84-year-old.
We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so that we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom.
Those ransom notes have been emailed to TV outlets.
The FBI has brought in a critical response group from Quantico. They have a team processing social media evidence and phone and digital footprints.
Fox's Alicia Cunha outside Nancy Guthrie's home in Tucson.
Here's what's going to happen today. We've been told that investigators are going to be back out going door to door in Nancy's neighborhood. We know that they were in Annie's neighborhood, the daughter, yesterday. They're still looking for more video camera. And I've been told that there are neighbors here who have received emails letting them know that authorities are going to be trying to talk to them and they really want any video they could possibly provide.
The U.S. and Iran holding indirect talks today in Oman through a mediator after President Trump's threats to attack again like last year as he demands Iran scale back its nuclear and missile programs. The U.S. military blew up another boat said to be trafficking drugs off the South American coast. 2 alleged narco-terrorists on board were killed. The opening ceremony at the Olympics is just hours away in Italy, though it's already day 3 of the Winter Games, and some are out protesting against the U.S. and immigration enforcement here.
Hundreds, mostly students, marching through Milan. The main focus of their anger is ICE. Immigration agents are in Italy to support the U.S. delegation.
They've done bad things that I don't approve of, and we don't approve of, and we don't want them here.
A banner criticizing Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Vice President J.D. Vance headed up the march.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. American skier Lindsey Vonn had a successful training run today, still competing despite Vonn suffering a serious knee injury. Her first race is Sunday. America's listening to Fox News.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
As they protest against ICE all the way over in Italy, Democrats in Congress keep demanding immigration enforcement reform, and they have a list willing to block funding for the Department of Homeland Security, which only has a week's worth left in the deal that ended the partial government shutdown this week.
Republicans like Senator Josh Hawley blasting a list of demands from Democrats to rein in U.S. immigration enforcement.
This has nothing to do with trying to get accountability for what's recently happened with discrete incidents in Minnesota. This is about trying to hamstring the entire agency.
Those demands include judicial warrants, identification requirements, and ending roving patrols, which Democrats say will make the agency more accountable. The Department of Homeland Security is funded through the end of next week, with both sides appearing to be far apart from reaching a deal that can pass both the House and Senate. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
If DHS funding runs out next week, that means TSA workers at airport security checkpoints would not get paid like during the long shutdown last year. Meanwhile, the FAA keeps trying to get more air traffic controllers.
There's been a push for hiring to address a shortage, but more than 30% of air traffic controller trainees failed out of or left the program over the fiscal year ending last September. The U.S. Transportation Department Office of Inspector General says it'll look into why that is. It says in a statement, the training academy is facing considerable challenges, including a shortage of qualified instructors, capacity limitations, an outdated curriculum, and high training failure rates. The FAA is about 3,500 air traffic controllers short of targeted staffing levels. The hiring process has been sped up, starting salaries have been increased, and retirement-eligible controllers are being offered bonuses to stick around. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising, suggesting there could be a rebound from yesterday's big sell-off. The Nasdaq has plunged more than 1,000 points in the last 3 days. Bitcoin is also rising now after another big drop yesterday for crypto, when Bitcoin's value around 60,000 was around half its peak in October. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Local law enforcement reported 9 impaired driving arrests this week. That followed a series of coordinated stops across Champaign County. Officers also seizing drugs and a firearm during this particular operation. Anyone who sees these kind of incidents, you're asked to contact local police. Law enforcement actively investigating after multiple shots fired in Champaign Wednesday in the area of Roland Drive and Comanche Drive in Champaign. New national analysis ranked the Champaign-Urbana Metro as Illinois' hottest real estate market, citing strong home price growth, rising employment, and increased construction activity. Report compared markets nationwide using census and housing finance data. Urbana police investigating after a 14-year-old from Rantoul arrived at Carl Hospital with a gunshot Thursday night. Police say the shooting occurred around 8 o'clock in the 1100 block of Hill Street. The team's injury is not life-threatening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All right, hour 2, 8:06. Glad you're listening. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Greg Solier is our ace meteorologist who studies the sky and the clouds and systems and stuff.
Actually, Mercury, I think, has been in view.
Atmosphere. What's that?
Atmosphere.
Diane?
I was talking about Mercury. It's in view for us.
I thought Venus is always in view.
It's near Venus.
Mercury's the first planet.
Venus is a real bright planet.
Right,
Mercury doesn't happen very often. So,
okay.
And I think this is the time of year.
Also itty bitty.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That we
a little pinkish hue to that.
I don't think there's SPFF good enough to go to Mercury. I mean, that's just too hot. Okay?
Yeah, well, that's why it turns up as a pinkish hue in the sky. That's all.
I mean, the sun is 10,000 degrees, but Mercury would probably be, 5,000? It's pretty close. Not a long drive.
Yeah. What's the order? Mercury, Venus, Earth,
Mars,
Jupiter,
there's a song
Saturn.
the kids knew.
And I don't care, Pluto's still a planet.
Yeah, what's up? Sit around there with a parlor donut and coffee talking about getting rid of the Pluto, poor thing. That's the name of a dog, for crying out loud. Come on,
what did it do to
man.
us? Nothing.
Come on, man.
I do see it is in the southwest sky before February 19th that we can catch it at twilight for best viewing of Mercury in February in central Illinois.
Yeah.
So maybe tomorrow evening we might get a few breaks in the clouds.
Okay.
Evening time, but better. Maybe tomorrow evening would be better. So,
okay.
Yeah.
30 to 45 minutes after sunset.
Okay.
So
cool.
Take note.
Okie dokie. Here we
I
go.
love all that stuff.
8:08. Let's check your weather. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier with still warming skies in the coming week.
Yes, a moderating trend in temperatures, a nice little mini thaw expected around here into the first half of next week. That's it. I mean, this is not going to be a protracted, warm, mild, whatever spell. We've got some cooler to colder air begin to seep and at least to settle on in here over the second half of next week. And then we get that contrast northeast to southwest systems run along it. And that's how I think it's going to become a little more busier with chasing moisture in one form or other. Like we had this morning, some of that freezing stuff, especially in Ford and Iroquois counties and east-southeast in the wake of some overnight skiff of snowfall there, of which it is snowing steadily across the Buckeye State. They'll get a couple of 3 or 4 inches before all is said and done. Snow snow is close into the I-70 corridor down towards Terre Haute. A little mixed freezing moisture at Indianapolis at only 25 degrees there. We're at 29. Look at back to the west at 36 at Peoria, 40 at Bloomington normal already. And so we'll get pretty close to that here, depending on cloud cover. Maybe some lesser snow-covered areas could be up and around that general category this afternoon. And overnight lows for tonight, will be colder, but not the Arctic air that's going to rush into the northeast of New England. Overnight temps should bottom out across the area and probably somewhere generally in the range of about 10, 11 above. Tomorrow, sunshine, cold, but lighter wind, 27, 17 tomorrow night, maybe rising a few ticks late, and a partly sunny 34-degree high. That's typical for this point in February on Sunday. Then Monday, milder at 43, up near 50 on Tuesday, low 40s on Wednesday. Be a couple of spells of rain those 2 days, maybe a little freezing rain in the morning hours of both Tuesday and Wednesday. But then back to seasonal temperatures, no worse. High temperatures in the low to mid 30s, and a bit of sunshine returning next Thursday and Friday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Could you look up Illinois and Michigan State point spread? I think Michigan State might be favored.
By like 1.5 or something.
Is that what it is?
It was last night.
So Michigan State's favored.
It was last night.
Okay. All right. Illinois is ranked 5th. Michigan State's ranked 10th. Pretty hard to, I guess, give points when you go in there. It's pretty tough. Okay, so just FYI, you got your Jake Davis Hair Night Tuesday.
Yes.
That'll be February 10. Illinois hosting Wisconsin. Very good basketball team.
I was correct. Michigan State favored by 1.5.
That's surprising, but
according
that's fine.
to Fox Sports.
Fine with me. You guys are big time. Don't worry about us. You guys are favored. Okay, so then you got Tuesday night. We're playing Wisconsin at home. I got that as a 7 o'clock tip. And then a week from Sunday is Indiana at noon in Champaign at State Farm Center. And then we make a swing. We'll be, right there with Wisconsin, Indiana, two good basketball teams that will be favored to beat at home, albeit they'll be probably single digits, I would think. Not these double digits we've been seeing. And then we got to go out to play USC, 9 o'clock at night their time on February 18. And then 3 days later, got to play UCLA. And again, Pauley Pavilion, the great John Wooden teams and all that stuff. I mean, UCLA is pretty good, particularly at home. And then it's the February 27th. So we get 6 days from that Illinois at UCLA and all the travel to LA to the Michigan game. So we got all week to rest and practice, which is great news. Love that. Number 2, Michigan. Number 5, Illinois. At least today, that's the rankings. February 27, 7 p.m. And then Oregon comes in to play the Illini March 3. And then we go to Maryland to play Maryland March 8. So that's how it lays out here, the final games. We do have home tickets. If you want to, text in Illini, Jets and Parlor Donuts are the sponsors of that. So
I was just looking up some of the Keaton Wagler shirts that are out there. And, the SJOFFA, for instance, one of the guys at Campus Inc., Jed Swisher, he has these shirts where it's the 46-point game. And so you can see these feet from where he shot each of those baskets in that game against Purdue. Wow. And he has signed that.
That's cool. That's a cool piece.
And he's signed a jersey, and that's part of the auction items for tomorrow also. And they're talking about him being one of the most top-selling men's basketball players right now.
Well, again, he came in little known, so Campus Inc. made a very good deal early.
Yes.
With what turned out to be a real star. Mm-hmm. So good for them. And how many of those did he sign? That's another thing. Obviously, one would be better than 150 because it'd be more valuable if he turns into an NBA star.
This is talking about his NIL going up in this other part of the search, and
NIL
talking about Fernando Mendoza and Keaton Wagler in the same sentence.
Well,
wow.
You can't touch the NIL till the year's over. Okay. I mean, a deal's a deal, right?
Right.
Just because I sign you for this and the world finds you and you're on the cover of Vogue, if you have a contract that you signed, the deal is the deal.
Right.
They didn't go to David Freese in 2011. David Freese was making the minimum major league salary when he won the World Series for the Cardinals. He got no more money. Maybe they did in the offseason with arbitration, but they didn't walk up to him with a check saying, "Man, you're worth more than $500,000 here, man." Going, man, it's unbelievable. And then David Freese denied their Hall of Fame. So he says, I'm not worthy. And I'm going, okay, maybe that's this. Still angry about all that. So anyway, it's great for Keaton. Great for the Illini.
Yes.
It's just been, and after the win at Nebraska, I finally just told you, enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yes.
Not too stressed. We could lose one or two more times, maybe. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're good. We're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can beat you on a given night, but we're really good, which is really cool. So if you are interested, we thank Parlor for those free tickets.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
February, the month of love, the month to
break up with that junk. 2 Men in a Junk Truck will help you dump that old sofa, nasty fridge, and worn out TV. Don't stay in a toxic relationship with your clutter. Break free. Our friendly crews make the entire process easy. You point, we haul, no judgment. Decluttering doesn't have to be a project. Contact 2 Men in a Junk Truck today and be junk free by tomorrow. 2meninAjunkTruck.com. 2 Men in a Junk Truck. Junk removal made simple.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
I guess the name is that's bantered around for the new Illinois defensive coordinator is Leslie Frazier. Is that the guy?
I mean, is he involved in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's a defensive coordinator for Seattle.
What?
Leslie Frazier played on the 85 Bears. Leslie Frazier's been a head coach twice in the NFL.
Okay.
But,
yeah, we take that. He's 66.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's all right. Brad's 60.
Talks about him being cornerback for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I know.
And that was the Super Bowl 85 season.
Yes, he was on the 85 Bears, and that's the rumor. Don't have any idea.
Right.
But when Brett said, I have to wait till after the Super Bowl, it would indicate to me that he's either working for New England or Seattle.
Right.
But he's a defensive coordinator for Seattle, but 66. Well, Brad Underwood's, 62, 60, something like that. And Brett's like 56 now.
Oh, yeah, Brett. I thought
but
you were
no,
talking,
Brad Underwood's 62.
Right, I would think 62 is accurate for
something
Brad
like
Underwood.
that. And so 66 is good, solid, 5? Nick Saban, coach, who's 72.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Izzo just hit 71.
But if what Brett was saying is I want to be CEO, well, there's your CEO. You don't have, because now the other side of that is what if it doesn't work? What if you don't have the people for Leslie to succeed? And obviously they've talked about that. But Leslie Frazier is the clear rumor.
Brett Bielema's 56.
Yeah.
And Brad Underwood, 62. You're right.
Yep. Okay. Well, so again, 66 used to be old man. Not anymore. I can attest to that. I can attest to that. But again, if you bring a guy in, obviously a guy like Leslie Frazier, he is on his own. The guy's a head coach.
That's right.
So and from all accounts,
and that's what Billman was saying is I want somebody who's kind of standalone who can call the shots, and I don't have to worry about it.
There's your guy then, and you don't have to. And I mean, from all accounts, my perception and remembering of Leslie Frazier is an outstanding human. I think a very strong Christian. I think he would be welcomed in Champaign-Urbana. Now, do we have the guys for him to put in? Because you still need players. You can't just throw it together. He's Leslie Frazier. He ain't tackling anybody.
Our recruitment class was pretty high ranked.
Well, we'll see if they're ready to play with us. So anyway, that's the rumor I'm hearing.
Thanks for that, Steve.
ESPN 93.5 819.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Clipper system intensifying on its move through the southern lakes region, carrying with it a little bit of snow and mixed freezing rain this morning off to our east and southeast. Maybe a few snow sprinkles and some areas of freezing drizzle still this morning in a few spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, windy days worth of weather at 38. Maybe a sprinkle and snowflake late this afternoon. That west-northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Clouds break tonight, diminishing wind and colder at 10 above and around mostly sunny, colder 27 in the afternoon, but a much lighter east-southeast wind for the afternoon expected. Increasing clouds 17 tomorrow night, partly sunny, seasonal, and 34 for the day on Sunday on a southeast wind. Monday, partly sunny, milder up to 43 there. Maybe a little rain, perhaps even starting off with a touch of freezing rain Tuesday morning, and again Wednesday morning. Temperatures up close to 50 on Tuesday, 42 on Wednesday. Some chillier air, but more seasonal temperatures Thursday and Friday. A little bit of sunshine returning, 36 on Thursday, lower 30s next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Wall Street looking for a rebound Friday after investor worries over AI disruption and potential overinvestment this week led to the broader NASDAQ composite to suffer its worst three-day stretch since April. Well, looks like price hikes have not been so colorful for the maker of Sharpie, Newell Brands. That company reporting lower fourth quarter sales. Newell said last October that it implemented price increases to offset tariffs, but that competitors had not followed suit, leading to lower sales. And this morning, we'll get a sense of how consumers are feeling. The University of Michigan is set to release its preliminary index of consumer sentiment for February. It's expected to slip almost 1.5 points, marking the first decline in 3 months. That is your Fox Business Report. I'm Angelo Bavaro, invested in you.
It's Will Kane Country.
Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, he's now asking, is this a Fort Sumter? Of course, was the first battle of the United States Civil War. It's literally the dumbest thing a politician might have ever said. But Walz is in this situation where he's in a rhetorical death spiral. He has to outdo himself, and I think he has now hit the bottom.
Get the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Well, if you're planning for retirement, it is overwhelming. Social Security may not provide enough income for your retirement years, and few employers today offer a traditional company pension plan that guarantees you a specific income at retirement. Well, you can work with Busey Wealth Management. They do great retirement planning. You can sit down with them, no cost or obligation, and learn the kind of plan that Busey can figure out for you. You want to figure, obviously, if there's a gap between Social Security and what you're going to need, figure out how much you need to save, build a retirement fund, understand your investment options as well. Professionals like the team at Busey Wealth Management can assist you in selecting investments that are appropriate for your goals and the risk tolerance and time horizon. You know, if you're younger, you can be a little more aggressive. If you're a little older, you don't want to be a lot of aggressive because you need it now and you want it to stay pretty steady. Busey Wealth Management skilled professionals can help. Call them 800-67-BUSEY. Visit busey.com/wealth management. You can set up an appointment today. Investment products and services not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
It's not too early to start thinking about summer camps and get exactly what you want with the Urbana Park District. You can get things lined up on the phone, 217-367-1544, or in person at the Phillips Recreation Center, Anita Purvis Nature Center, or the Health and Wellness Center. Get things lined up now about some of these popular camps. Registration starting February 7th at 8 a.m. You can also hop online to learn details. UrbanaParks.org. Urbana Park District. You belong here.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Why use Land's Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Land's is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Land's we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Land's Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
Yeah, Io DeSumo traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, if you follow on Instagram, I think he was landing in Minnesota. And, new team now.
Well, he's certainly kind of breaking out. I think he's done with his deal that pays him a measly $3 million a year. And speculation is that could be a $10 or $20 million a year deal. A year.
Okay.
Anybody from the iFund listening? Yeah. Would you like to come back and make a little presentation? Yeah, we can get one of those big checks. We'll buy it. We'll pay for it.
There you go.
It's he liked playing for Brad Underwood. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked being yelled at because he thought it got him better. He's a unique guy and worked super hard. And now he's becoming a pretty darn good pro. What really shocked me is whoever the coach of the Bulls is, he coached in college, was real successful. Can't think of him.
Scott Kerr?
No. Anyway, the Bulls coach was surprised at all the big shots Io made. He was watching him in Illinois.
Oh, really?
He's the only player I can think of that truly made over a dozen great shots in the last 2 minutes of a big game. He just made shots. It was just one of those unbelievable. Io made it again. Io has the ball. We're good.
Billy Donovan
was like, why? I guess we didn't know him. I guess the upper management made the call on getting Iowa at pick 38 in the second round. Anyway, he's going to be a good pro. He works very hard. He's very skilled, and has really been jumping up. And that's why I made him very tradable. And what the Bulls are doing, I don't know. I don't really follow them at all. NBA is the NBA, kind of goes along.
I followed them because of Io.
Well, we're done.
Toronto beat the Bulls yesterday, 123-107. I'm looking up and down. What were Io's points?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, he's not even on the roster.
Now you're saying Toronto beating the Bulls. Ha ha. That's what you say.
Exactly.
So we're loyal to our Illini. Terrence Shannon's been hurt up there in Minnesota, so maybe they get to play together. I think they missed each other by a year.
Yeah.
When Terrence came in from Texas Tech.
But the Olympics and 2,800 athletes, 116 events. I think I saw 93 countries. The 26 Winter Olympics starting up, going through the 22nd. Actually, some games already in with USA women's hockey beating Czechia 5-1.
Chechnya.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll see. I get it. What's really interesting is, and I get it, with all the Olympic teams and they're announced and they're walking in, 99% are taping it with their phone.
Yeah.
So you're barely waving because you got your phone on. And it's memorable, but you could also probably pick that up with the other 150 members of your team. You can probably get a copy of that you can't soak it in and say, this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Right.
That maybe I should just take it in.
Uh-huh.
As opposed to worrying where your camera is.
Right.
A whole different era. But, do we care about the Winter Olympics? Sure. I mean, yeah. But somebody will get heralded and applauded and be very successful, and then somebody will find a post that they did 12 years ago when they were 11, and then we got to, cancel them.
Okay.
Aren't we sick
of
all
the
that?
Lindsey Vonn stuff definitely is something I'm watching because she had practice yesterday on this knee that has the torn ACL, and it seems to be saying, I am not deviated from the plan. I am going to do it.
Amazing.
And
Unreal.
she really loves this course in Milan also. It's one of her favorite courses. So
like golf courses and people that they play well at that course. She probably skis very well there.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting, fun to watch. Is the figure skating is the figure skating. Don't fall. It's really, you just watch that, and you're whatever country, China, I don't care. Don't fall.
Yeah,
it's just such a tough. It's so stressful.
Right.
Can you imagine being the parents of the skater? How you can't. And then gymnastics in the summers. I mean, it's just so hard.
I know.
Don't fall. Grab hold. It makes you do body English.
And so quick on those routines and things like that. Yeah. And you're waiting and waiting, and then you have your 2 minutes of your kid, and then
it's kind of like it's just so infrequent that they get a spotlight. They're grinding it out. They've been doing it since they were 3. They got to the Olympic team. They got 2 minutes for the routine. They go, that's it. Box of Wheaties or bust. I mean, right?
Yep.
It's about all. And you'll get some endorsements and stuff like that.
Right.
All right. We'll be right back. ESPN 93.5. It's 8:30.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. A consequential deadline for crypto delivery looms Monday. Still no proof that the ransom note writers are for real in the kidnapping of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie from her Tucson home. Now 6 days in, her son Cameron with a new Instagram appeal.
We have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
The notes sent to local TMZ and TV include the location of Nancy's Apple Watch. The FBI posting a $50,000 reward, telling the kidnappers there's still time to do the right thing. Vice President J.D. Vance in Milan, heading the U.S. delegation to the Winter Olympics opening, sits down with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni.
We love Italy. We love the Italian people. And as you said, we have a lot of great relationships. We have a lot of great economic connections and partnerships. And I think it's you guys have done an amazing job with the Olympic Games.
Lindsey Vonn starting her downhill ski training with a ruptured ACL. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Law enforcement actively investigating after multiple shots fired in Champaign Wednesday in the area of Roland Drive and Comanche Drive in Champaign. New national analysis ranked the Champaign-Urbana Metro as Illinois' hottest real estate market, citing strong home price growth, rising employment, and increased construction activity. Report compared markets nationwide using census and housing finance data. Urbana police investigating after a 14-year-old from Rantoul arrived at Carl Hospital with a gunshot Thursday night. Police say the shooting occurred around 8 o'clock in the 1100 block of Hill Street. The teen's injuries not life-threatening. Local law enforcement reported 9 impaired driving arrests this week. That followed a series of coordinated stops across Champaign County. Officers also seizing drugs and a firearm during this particular operation. Anyone who sees these kind of incidents, you're asked to contact local police. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Clipper system intensifying on its move through the southern lakes region, carrying with it a little bit of snow and mixed freezing rain this morning off to our east and southeast. Maybe a few snow sprinkles and some areas of freezing drizzle still this morning in a few spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, windy. Days worth of weather at 38. Maybe a sprinkle and snowflake late this afternoon. That west-northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Clouds break tonight, diminishing wind and colder at 10 above and around mostly sunny, colder 27 in the afternoon, but a much lighter east-southeast wind for the afternoon expected. Increasing clouds 17 tomorrow night, partly sunny, seasonal, and 34 for the day on Sunday on a southeast wind. Monday, partly sunny, milder up to 43 there. Maybe a little rain, perhaps even starting up with a touch of freezing rain Tuesday morning, and again Wednesday morning. Temperatures up close to 50 on Tuesday, 42 on Wednesday. Some chillier air, but more seasonal temperatures Thursday and Friday. A little bit of sunshine returning, 36 on Thursday, lower 30s next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Kelsey Furniture in downtown Tuscola sells Tempur-Pedic beds. What's it like?
I'm going to tell you right now, Stevie, that thing is the best thing I've ever slept on in my life. My wife and I both have said we've never had better night's sleep. And the people at Kelsey's were fantastic. Brian is the guy that helped us. You know, as much as I did my research, he has a world of knowledge about beds themselves. Oh, man, it's like sleeping on a cloud, man.
Kelsey Furniture, downtown Tuscola. Big radio star Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike in the morning right before our show starts here in Champaign-Urbana. Evan, you're a Madison guy. You work with an Illinois woman. What the heck? I mean, obviously Illinois trumps Wisconsin, right, or no?
Yeah, well, no, Illinois does not trump Wisconsin. Interestingly enough,
you have to do it in every factor.
Yeah, see, that's the you should speak. Michelle, let's put Michelle on the phone. Say hi.
Hi.
Michelle,
she's really the one you want to speak
She's
to.
the star. I'm sorry. She's the star. She's big star. But
yeah, she went to Illinois, but
hello.
but my school beat her school this year. So.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
And you stole our coat.
A broken clock is right twice a day, am I right?
Great line.
Hey, listen, you know what?
I took her off a speaker. Enough of the Illinois people, right?
No, listen, you guys, the Big Ten is well repped, man. You're doing well.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. We do have a lot of Big Ten love on our show because obviously Michelle did go to Illinois, as you guys know. I went to Wisconsin, and then Chris Canty, his wife, went to grad school at Michigan. So we have all three of those schools represented. So, yeah, and of course, none of us did well this year relative to everything going on with our universities.
Super Bowl 60. What? I mean, I don't even know who's playing. Patriots against Big Bunny, Bad Bunny. What the heck is the Bunny thing? It's so controversial. I mean, it's overshadowing the game. I don't have much in Seattle and New England, but I guess we'll start with the game, and then you can address the side stuff. I mean, is it a given that Seattle's a better team?
Well, people say that, and I'm a Patriots fan, so I'd like to believe otherwise. I think what the Patriots have, they have unbelievable situational and football smarts on the field. Like they do things in different situations that are so great that I think that is their advantage. Seattle physically, people say is the better team, and I think this is certainly a matchup that nobody expected. Right? Like nobody before the season expected this. Nobody in season expected this. This is not like, oh, well, yeah, we're going to expect these two teams to do it. The Patriots' story was they were a year or two ahead of schedule, and Seattle's story was that they went out there and they were a team that obviously was really good all year, but at the same time, they were the team that people just assumed that Sam Darnold would not perform big in a big moment, and that obviously has been the opposite of what's happened so far.
It's amazing. I think it proves, for me anyway, that maybe the guys that come out in the draft getting $1 bazillion aren't ready for the NFL. Sam Darnold wasn't very good early, but dang, is that why the Minnesota guy lost his job, because of Darnold and they didn't re-sign him?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting thing with this whole thing is like, I'm going to look bad on this because I thought Minnesota made the right move. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Like, maybe you shouldn't sign him, and maybe you should move on from him. And not because he's not good, but like maybe you got the best year out of him. And yeah, that was wrong. I obviously did a bad job on that one because now he took a team to the Super Bowl. Yeah, so I look bad on that one.
It's all right because it's fun to talk about what you think, and that's the whole thing about radio and fun stuff and all of that. So, who do you think will win? Do you think New England can pull it off?
I hope so. I mean, that's my hope. I think that most people. I think we had something on ESPN.com where we had 58 experts, and I clearly, based on my Sam Darnold thing, I'm not one of them. But we had 58 experts picked the Super Bowl, and 48 of them picked Seattle.
Wow.
Which is crazy. And we had a whole thing on our show on Unsportsmanlike as to whether or not the Patriots could then be looked at as an underdog, because I think they are. But most people look at them and say, well, you can't say that team with that history of that franchise could ever be looked at as an underdog.
Yeah, right.
But that's the unique part of this. Like, if you're going to pick the Patriots, and I'm hoping they win, then you are technically, by Vegas perspective, you are picking the underdog.
Yeah, that's true. Mike Grable's great. I think you got the best hire going, man. That was awesome.
Oh, no question. No question. It's amazing that he was even available.
Yep, right.
Right? I mean, like, if you think about, like, how is that guy available for hire? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's terrific. Listen, final few seconds. The whole Bad Bunny thing, I hope it doesn't turn into politics. That's not why I'm watching this thing. I think the odds are it might.
Yeah, here's what I would say. Unbelievable, talented, international artist trying to perform at his best on the biggest of stage.
Yep.
Let's just embrace the fact that we have a great game, a great artist, a great musician, putting on a great show for all of us, and let's forget for a few minutes, if we can, that real life actually exists.
Yeah, all right.
Right? We are so lucky that we get to play in this sandbox and on the playground every single day, so let's just play there, right? We don't need to go into the classroom. We need to just have fun, embrace everybody, love everybody, and no beefs with anybody.
All right, man. Listen, stay safe.
Unless they're an Illinois fan and I'm a Wisconsin guy, then that's different.
Listen, I remember Ben Brust made those horrible comments before we went up there and beat Wisconsin 31 to whatever. Ben Brust, is he still around up in Madison?
Ben, you're asking me about Ben Brust. Ben Brust is a host on ESPN Wisconsin, and actually most recently got caught on camera picking his nose during the show.
No, please.
So that is true. Yes, I cannot believe you just asked me about Ben Brust. That is unbelievable that just happened.
I have the clip of what the second-rate Illinois and all that, and I played the heck out of it all week long. And we went up there and played the best game of our life. It was early Brett Bielema stuff.
It's amazing to me that you just randomly asked me about Ben Brust. Again, seriously, a great player for Wisconsin, now known for picking his nose during a show.
That's bad.
I was at his wedding recently, as a matter of fact. His best man at the wedding destroyed him. I mean, an absolute roasting of him at this wedding. That's amazing that you just randomly brought up Ben Brust.
Evan Cohen, congratulations on your success. Have fun at the Super Bowl, and appreciate you. You guys are on Unsportsmanlike from 6 to 8 a.m. I'm sorry, 5 to 7 a.m. our time, 6 to 8 a.m. on Eastern time. But listen, thanks for the minutes. Keep up your good work, bud.
On Wisconsin, thank you.
All right, see ya. Remember Ben Brust?
I know, and I was just thinking, I wonder if I should go online and find out what did he say.
I have it.
Oh, you do?
I kept that.
Oh, great.
That was when we went up, and that was actually the last game Paul Chryst coached for Wisconsin. He was at one win away from tying Brett Bielema as one of the winningest Wisconsin coaches ever.
Mm-hmm.
And we went up, I think it was 31-10. And secretly, his wife and kids went. They must have sensed it was going to be a good day. But Ben Brust is a former Wisconsin basketball player, and I played this thing so many times that week. It was so disrespectful.
Look, I'm sad. The talent gap is wide, and other people are doing stuff, and we're sitting there with our butts in the seat with the same damn people running the show, and guess what? It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's monotonous. It's the same thing. Let's mix it up. Let's come up with some new ideas. Let's get some new people in the building. It's the same crap, and it just trickling down.
Appleman of the Orchard chimes at 800-990-3776.
We are 7-point favorites at home against Illinois. 7. That is embarrassing. We used to be 30-point favorites against that crap-ass school.
Oh, there it is.
7-point favorites at Camp Randall. 7, Greg. Does that not hurt your heart? Because it makes me feel like we should have a football program.
Yeah, well, that was Stevie J played that 50 times.
Crap-ass.
Yeah, there's your. You lost to a crap-ass school by 21.
That's right.
Fella, they fired Paul Chryst that day.
That's right.
Paul Chryst got fired. Maybe it was the next morning.
No, it was the next day.
Yeah, the next day. Okay. Well, anyway, that was Ben Brust.
34-10 game.
Yeah.
We need to do something. And I know we just had Tausch on. He's like, there's all these. I don't care what thing it is. Somebody do something.
Well, they did. Anyway, I didn't know.
Went on a bit of a tirade,
Yeah, well,
it
that's
says
for
here.
sure.
And
We'll
this was-
all knock on the door and say, do something in there. We're being left behind.
It was October 18, 2023.
Wow.
That,
all
that was going
this
on.
will be the
down.
third anniversary of the Ben Brust rant.
Rip
No,
the
those-
program.
those are just.
Oh, this is saying, has it improved? So maybe they were reflecting on it.
That's
too.
a good point. I don't think it has.
Luke Fickle.
No, I don't. Yeah, he's on the hot seat.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. So you took out a guy that won a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so there's.
But you just love hearing passionate rants like that too. Every once in a while, we have Evan Stone with Curtis Allen on the drive that he'll go off on some kind of tirade.
No, those are good if you're passionate and it
Exactly.
makes some semblance of sense.
Mhm.
I mean, for the Wisconsin fans, that's right down the middle. 7-point favorites. We're always 30-point, and he's right.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when we're just not going to beat Wisconsin. So here we go. And so the fact that he'd just been to the wedding, he was blown away that I bring up Ben Brust.
I know.
Yeah, because I have that marked on my desktop because that could come in handy at any time.
Exactly.
You're calling my program, excuse me, what? And so, you know what? It's I remember one time I got on a real rant. Dave Lone had to tell me to calm down.
Uh-oh.
Because the Bernie Lincecum, Chicago Sun-Times, had called Illinois a park bench. You're kind of waiting for the next job.
Mm-hmm.
You never stay there. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it personally. So
I see.
anyway, yeah, that's just the way it goes. Sports and passion.
We did get a text 359-2255 about Lindsey Vaughn and TMZ saying there's no way she could be doing this workout that she posted where she's lifting all this weight with her bad knee. It's saying it's marketing 101, that maybe that was a video that somebody had of her and before the knee injury.
Well, I don't know. What if she's steroiding shots and all these other things? I don't know.
Right.
But you know what? That would make me watch. So maybe it is.
I know it.
I can't.
That's what's said here. Marketing 101.
Or maybe they'll come out and say, actually, it wasn't torn, but boy, she's hurt. I mean, that kind of thing. Because right now, torn ACL, every athlete that has had that are going, wait a minute.
Right. And most athletes, it's 9 months recovery. It says all the things in this latest.
Well, I presume a torn ACL, it's in your knee.
Right.
I presume that hurts.
Right.
Yeah.
And it talks about her brace and her practice going pretty well yesterday.
Well,
so she says full steam ahead
But
at
it's
the
sure
Olympics opening tonight.
Because that would be one of those, you're going to watch because you can't believe it.
I know.
And then they can say, you know what? It was a little better.
Oh, we forgot to look at the date.
It's like, okay, blizzard doesn't happen, but you're happy. That kind of thing?
That's right.
Interesting. That's a good thought. You have a text, 217-359-2255, the Fisher National Bank text line. We'll check Greg's weather one more time coming up.
I need to speak with someone in charge, a manager. Who's the manager?
Yes, ma'am. This is Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. How can we help out?
Picture this, Paul from Dick Van Dyke, if that's your real name.
I'm also not wearing khakis, but go ahead.
I get home from work and I need a cold drink with ice. And instead of feeling that cool, refreshing air, I get warm air and a whiff of rotten meat.
That's gross.
So here's what I need, Paul from Dick Van Dyke. I need a new refrigerator.
We have hundreds in stock.
Don't get fresh with me, mister.
Excuse me?
I need it delivered tomorrow.
We have next day delivery guaranteed Monday through Saturday.
I want it at this price.
We guarantee the best deal.
I want an extended protection plan.
I'll give you one for free.
Now, don't get smart with me, young man.
No joke. It's free, and I'm 49.
Well, wow.
That's what we say, but why did you ask for a manager?
How else would I get this deal?
You don't need the manager. We do this for everyone, every day at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. And just like Dad says, wow.
When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Got a plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, or sewer problem? Look no further than Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Locally owned and trusted, Fred's team of professionals is ready to tackle projects both big and small. Why waste time and money on complicated DIY fixes? Fred's experienced team will get the job done right, saving you time, stress, and cash. And when it comes to sewer problems, make sure you call Fred's for a second opinion you can trust. At Fred's, they do it all. No project too big, no project too small. They do insulation, repairs, replacement, and maintenance. And they now offer service agreements. For reliable service, professional expertise, and solutions that work, call Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today. 217-586-3863. Or go to fredscu.com. You can always trust Fred's.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Yeah, earlier today we were talking about plastic bags in Illinois, and beginning January 1st of 27, it'll cost you like a dime per bag, a plastic bag. And apparently Bruce told me that it also includes restaurant takeouts.
Oh, wow.
Doggy bags, they'll have to pay that.
Okay.
And by 2030, it'll be a quarter per plastic bag. So when they say paper or plastic, you'll say paper.
Right. And I know there are some eateries that use a paper bag and paper, kind of things to take your food out too. Not
well, I mean,
plastic
I don't mind paper. I'm fine. Plastic bags we use for the dogs, and they just seem to be easier. But I'm fine with paper. It's going to cost the place more. They have to raise their prices on something to cover it.
You're right. And by the way, Restaurant Week is in progress now through Saturday, so take note of that. Looking forward to the good game tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Number 10, Michigan State hosting our number 5, Illinois basketball team.
It'll be a good one. Team leaves today. They're supposed to be there by rule a day before. It's always planned because of the weather potential.
Mm-hmm.
So the Illini will be there, wait all day, and play at 7 o'clock at night. And then it's a very physical game. We know that. Michigan State's always physical, particularly at home, and the crowd will be nuts.
That's right.
And, they kind of need to beat us for their NCAA position and everything else. But we're trying to seek out a Big Ten championship, so it's kind of key for us as well.
Sunday at noon at the State Farm Center, we're facing USC, and they're looking to make that a sellout. Only $5 a ticket.
Didn't we just play?
I feel like it might have been UCLA.
It was both. We had UCLA here. We played USC.
They did do it
They
West
had
Coast.
20-some points. Wasn't that our last game?
Okay.
I'm really confused.
Oregon
was the game.
That's right. That's out on the
Washington
West
and Oregon.
That's
okay,
right.
Very good. Thank you. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Clipper system intensifying on its move through the southern lakes region, carrying with it a little bit of snow and mixed freezing rain this morning off to our east and southeast. Maybe a few snow sprinkles and some areas of freezing drizzle still this morning in a few spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, windy days worth of weather at 38. Maybe a sprinkle and snowflake late this afternoon. That west-northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Clouds break tonight, diminishing wind and colder at 10 above and around mostly sunny, colder, 27 in the afternoon, but a much lighter east-southeast wind for the afternoon expected. Increasing clouds, 17 tomorrow night, partly sunny, seasonal, and 34 for the day on Sunday on a southeast wind. Monday, partly sunny, milder up to 43 there. Maybe a little rain, perhaps even starting up with a touch of freezing rain Tuesday morning, and again Wednesday morning. Temperatures up close to 50 on Tuesday, 42 on Wednesday. Some chillier air, but more seasonal temperatures Thursday and Friday. A little bit of sunshine returning, 36 on Thursday, lower 30s next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Yeah, a lot of prayers. We all know older people. We love older people. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, nobody knows where she is, taken from her home 6 days ago. She needs daily medication. I thought they said the medication was left behind. She has a pacemaker. It's unconnected to her phone and all these things. And, so that story continues with what appears to be very few leads taken from her home in the middle of the night. For 84, that's just sickening. Just unbelievable. And then you're saying, well, if she's alive, what kind of shape she's in? I mean, 84.
Yeah.
Some heart issues. And Anyway, tough stuff. All right, Diane will be in Chicago tonight doing some MC work in Chicago.
Yes, and then my bingo night's happening at the Elks Club on Saturday, so it's kind of a busy weekend. I know that we also have the women, GOP, that's doing the Royer Brunch. I'd like to try to get back for that because there's 6 candidates going.
Because you have to get your 10 events a weekend in. Yeah.
And then on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm out of here, going to Pensacola, Florida, and then back on Thursday evening. So back to the show on Friday in a week.
Well, enjoy your week. Take a nice break and enjoy the sunshine. And so Jennifer, we say hi. Your friend.
That's right. And I'm hearing you walk out the back door, and we're on the beach. So it's looking so.
Yeah, can't miss the beach there. It's right there. But you might need an umbrella. I always like umbrellas, and you could read. And
Okay,
stuff.
sounds good.
Kind of an umbrella guy.
Read.
Yeah.
Who reads? Oh. I mean, I know Nathaniel does, but
well, I'm finishing the J.D. Vance book. I still haven't finished it.
Oh, cool.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Yes.
It's shocking what that man went through.
Right.
Shocking to live truly as a hillbilly. And, whatever you perceive hillbillies to be, it's a active life of police scars and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's stunning that the Vice President of the United States came from that. And you're going, holy cow, I got a drug addict as a mom and guys she kept bringing home that were a disaster.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable that he turned into what he is.
Right.
So that's a heck of a good book. It's a movie too, but the book is, obviously very good. And his Meemaw, his grandmother, saved his life.
Right.
Essentially.
And she cussed like a sailor.
Cussed like a sailor. I think that's a criticism of sailors. It was rough stuff. Anyway, yeah, reading is good for the brain. Okay. I don't do as much as I certainly read a lot, but not necessarily books. But they are wonderful to get kind of taken away a little bit for vacation.
Unplug.
Grows your brain a little. Okay, be safe. Thank you.
All right, enjoy your week, Stevie J.
All right, we'll talk to you next weekend. You bet. It's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. The drive this afternoon, what will Evan and Curtis say about the Fighting Illini in Michigan State at visiting Michigan State? Again, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. nationwide. I think it's on Fox. All right, thank you for listening. I am Stevie J. Have a blessed weekend.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames. Because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster. Which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise. But Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Hey, where are you headed?
To Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola.
What do they have there?
What don't they have there? Living room furniture, benches, chests, love seats, sectionals, tables, bedroom sets, hutches, nightstands, end tables, cabinets, mirrors, stools, clocks, lamps, pillows, rugs, desks, media consoles, patio furniture, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more.
So, everything.
Yeah, probably could have just said that.
Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Have you tried the Jets Pizza Thin Crust Pizza? Get a large, thin crust, 2-topping pizza cut into squares, and you have a quick appetizer for that next party, or just a spontaneous get-together with friends. Add a side of Jets homemade ranch to add a little zing. No mess and fuss in the kitchen. Jets Pizza, 2-topping, large, thin crust cut into squares for just $14.99. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Land's Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Land's Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.